Well, hello. And you're probably asking yourself, KV, why are you streaming on a Thursday contest speed? How funny, you should ask. We have a new tier, Tier 4. And tonight I'm joined by a good friend of mine, Pure Blades. Pure Blades, good evening.
Hello, mate. It's nice to be here on what's looking to be an overcast day in the usually sunny heart of Catalonia in Spain.
Yes, it is. So yeah, like I just mentioned, we have a brand new tier here at Contest of Speed. Over the last few months, Contest of Speed has really expanded throughout, and with the additions of new America tiers, we thought we'd get a new EU tier. Going off what I've seen last week, I think it's going to be quite tight. I don't know about you guys, from what you're seeing.
Yeah, I'm expecting a tight midfield battle today. Obviously, going off of last week, there will be a few guys obviously out of position in this tier who would like obviously to go into a higher tier soon. We unfortunately don't have the space, so just getting these guys in here to race and hopefully. Yeah, a seat opens up in their tier soon.
Yeah, definitely. So with these guys, obviously we do have a few people that have already raced in the Contest of Speed, i.e. Chaos and JJ Bine or Brine, or how you pronounce the last name? JJ Burn.
There you go.
Already, and Cos Tebow raced in EU4 on Monday, so we've got a few guys, but then and Cheza Max as well, who's racing Contest of Speed. Everyone else is on debut tonight, so we'll see from tonight who can stand out. But obviously from last week, I know that the NER guys of NER Reset and NER K-Mark look quite quick. So it'll be interesting to see where they finish in qualifying here, as they're all going on their outlaps now. Strategy around Spain, it's either a one-stop medium to hard, or if you can stretch out a two-stop here, depending on what tyre you qualify on, it'll be interesting to see what these guys can do lap times wise, as I'm going to go on board with let's go on board with NER K-Mark, about to start a lap on the soft tyres.
Oh, and Tebow's out.
He lost it already.
Wheel. He dipped a wheel onto the grass coming out of, I think that's turn 4. And he lost it on the inside.
That's not...
See that right front completely detached from the car.
It's not the start that you want. He went out on the medium tyres. Came up as a big lock up there, going into turn 5. As Raji 2005 sets this time on the soft of 1:15.7, so nice times. Clausen sets the time 1:18 on the medium tyres.
Obviously, Raggy will be looking to beat that on the mediums if he can help it, because optimum strategy, as you said, medium to hard. A two-stop can work, but it's difficult to pull off. You never know, obviously, with this being their first full 50% race.
I think, yeah, K-Mark's coming to the pits and invalidate on this lap. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what these guys do. Of course, a lot of these guys, they did a practice race together last week, and from what we saw, they were very kind to each other.
There was some good racing.
There was some good racing. There was, yeah. It's not bad for guys that haven't raced with each other yet. And obviously during the season, these guys will start to get to know each other. You know, start to try and figure out their weaknesses and their strengths and try and work around that, which will be an interesting prospect to see. And I said this earlier, and we're going to go on board with him, Spudhead, a good friend of mine and Blades. I believe Blades is his first ever F1 game, isn't it, that he's played?
It is his first F1 game. So.
And he's just on his outlet now. He did okay last week.
He turned his ERS off, so Matt, if you're listening, tell him to turn his ERS off.
Yeah, it's his Contest of Speed debut is Spudhead, and what we're going to do, we're going to put him under the cosh already, and we're going to go on an on-board lap with Spud and see what he can do. He's got on the soft, so hopefully for him he can get a good lap time in there.
He got some good exit out of that last corner out onto the straight. Not using ERS now, he is, as he comes across the line. Burning it down that straight. He's braking about 75 metres for turn 1, clips the inside curve. Stays well away of the curve in turn 2, that'll spin you round. Keeps it flat through turn 3 and tightens up on the exit. A little bit of counter steering coming through turn 4 there. Nice late apex to turn 5. And he comes up towards a section where we've seen a lot of guys invalidate this week. Out onto the back straight. Tricky corner to get right there. Hairpin at turn 10 into one of the toughest corners on the calendar to get right. That uphill left-hander really is a killer. Comes down into the twisty sector 3. Only the chicane left now. A little bit of counter steering as he powers to the line now out of the last corner. It's going to be a 1:19.1 there for Spud.
So he should have 2 more runs hopefully, trying to improve that time. But for a guy it's his first league race and his first quali session, he should be very proud of himself to get a lap time on the board.
Yeah, I think once he builds that confidence, we should see him getting better and better over the season, which will be nice to see.
Yeah, definitely. Just looking at the timesheets now, Raj is set at 15.7 on the mediums, which is a really good time in fairness. So he's standing in good stead. We'll see what he does for his strategy. Let's who's on a lap? Let's have a gander.
Jay's on a lap, I think. Unless he just left his ER. No, I think he's backing off.
Yeah, I think he's backed off his lap here.
So JJ Burns on a lap.
Let's go on board with McLaren.
3 now. Purple sector 2 there. The tier 3, well, former tier 3 driver, should I say.
Comes around the final corner now. Opens DRS. Punches to the line. Goes P5 with 17 2.
Not bad for Jay, but we will be hoping to improve.
Yeah. I was just about to say, Jay. I think if you're looking at potential contenders, you'd think that he could be up there, being experienced in contest speed. You'd think that his experience may help him in good stead racing with tier 3 drivers. As let's have a look. So Jay's got his K mark on a lap. Yeah, I believe K mark's on a lap now. Go on board with K mark.
Championship contender K mark.
Yeah, I think him and his teammate Reese should be up there this season. Showing good pace last week in Australia. Just invalidated. Yeah, that's such a tricky corner to get right. Like you said, because it goes off camera as well. If you don't have a stable back end, it just He'll just kick out and he could go over that
car
curve.
just wants to drift to
Yes.
the outside, yeah.
But he'll get another couple of runs, try and improve his lap time. Yeah, like I said, we talk about one of the things that stand out in this game is penalties. They're massive on this game, aren't they? And I think tonight it's going to be the exact same as every other race that's happened this week, where penalties are going to be vital. Try not to get any.
Especially considering that the penalty system has been made a lot stricter this year's game. He's still driving around on those softs. I'm not sure what he's doing. Quite interesting.
He's still 2 times down. Don't know whether he's put some more fuel in, but he's got no ERS, so he should be coming in this lap. I'm on board with Mills's, aka Chaos. I still call him Mills's to this day. That will never come out.
Contest of Speed legend.
A legend, yeah. Unfortunately, his teammate Dan Owen isn't here tonight, but hopefully he should be back next week for China. Yeah, like you said, Chaos, true cause. Oh, it just invalidates going up the hill.
Tier 3 original.
Tier 3 OG, isn't he? Yeah. Like we said earlier, it'll be interesting to see how those two guys do. Obviously, former Tier 3 drivers dropping down into EU4.
Well, I think that experience will help them once this tier obviously progresses out and everyone gets placed where they should be, and we don't have clear cup championship favourites. We can have hopefully a great battle for the championship.
Yeah, we do have a few drivers missing tonight, unfortunately. But I think this tier is going to hopefully drivers are going to stand out. Like you said at the start, hopefully we have a few drivers that stand out and try and progress through the ranks here. It's a good stop. It's a good proving ground to have them out here on stream for everyone to watch. And like you said, hopefully some of these guys are going to stand out. So we've got Tiger Roll, who's 2.5 tenths up on his time. He'll be wanting to get ahead of Raj here on the soft tyre. Comes down towards the chicane now. Taking nice and easy. Trips over that curb. Power to the line. And sets a 1:15.4. Just a good lap from Tiger Roll there.
Yeah, takes provisional pole.
We feel the likes of Raji and Andre, you're in a good position. None of the guys behind. Ooh, Chesmack's retired. And he is retired. Oh, coming up the hill there. Must have lost the car coming out of turn 9 then. So that's Max out of session. So we got just a little over 4 minutes left. A lot of these guys are gonna get a new set of tyres on and try and go out for one more flying run here at Catalonia. Interesting one is Blades is K-Mark, still P14, hasn't set a lap time yet.
Yeah, but this track is going to be getting quicker and quicker, so he's just waiting to go out at the latest possible moment.
We're going to put him under the spotlight again. We've got Spudder just starting a lap now. See if he can improve his time of a 1:19.1. And he's out on the medium zooms. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
I think he had a heavy fuel load in the car. Oh, and he's onto the grass there.
So we want
I
to
don't
back
know
out.
whether he lost the car. I don't think he's going to back out. I think he's going to keep going.
ERS is run quite low at this point in the lap. It's only 40%.
Yeah.
So whether he's accidentally
new to the game, I think he's forgetting to turn it off. He's taking that corner nicely. He comes out into the straight.
He's going to come up to sector 2. time. He's just up on his time. He'll want to try and get a few more temps out in the last sector if he can. Just try and push it a little bit more harder. Yeah, he's run out of ERS already, so it's going to hamper him through the chicane and the final corner.
He's going to punch it for the line. Does go quicker.
Improves by 700 of seconds. So I think that's Spud's qualifying done. Let's see who else is on a lap. Clausen's on the app, but he's a 10th down through sector 1 here. Goes up the hill up to turn 9. Let's see what he can do through sector 2. Half a 10th up, which will put him ahead of his teammate Hilly. And of course, these guys being new to each other, hopefully they, of course, a few of these guys know each other well already. And I want to try and develop some sort of chemistry early on, not only for drivers' points but constructors' points as well.
Clausen, interestingly, improved by 6/10.
He did. He must have had a mighty sector 3 there. Who else is on a lap? Let's have a look. Is Chaos on a lap? No, he must be on an out lap. Let's go on board. I'm gonna say he's one of the title contenders. Let's go on board with K-Mark. Hasn't set a lap time yet on medium tyres, so he needs to get a lap time set down, or else he's gonna start in P14. It's a bit of a one-shot quali deal. No. Then again, with only 14 drivers here tonight, it might not hamper him too much. If the field does spread out during the race and he can get some clear air, but hopefully for him, you want to try and get a laptop down. So set a 21.2 first sector.
Massive front left lock up there as he came down the hill at turn 5. He comes up through the fast right hander now, turn 9.
Gone flat out through turn 9, stayed in 6th gear.
But has retired, I think that's in the pit lane.
K-Mark's gone purple in sector 2, so a really nice lap from K-Mark here. Just needs to navigate through the last few corners here. Oh, a bit of a lock up. Just need to keep nice and tidy. Flat out through turn 16. Pushes for the line. This is south into P5. 116.
Yeah, just a 10th off the other medium runner in the top 10. There's 2 medium runners actually in the top 10. I hadn't noticed Max there. Rissa is in turn 5. And coming down towards turn 6.
Yeah, Reese is a second up so far in this lap, also on the medium tyre. So if he keeps going at that rate, he's going to be looking to be around P7, P8. We'll see what we can do with sector 3 though. Such a tricky section of the track is sector 3 round here in Spain. Like I said, the balance is so important with your car setup on this track.
And with the newly remodelled final chicane, it's a lot more difficult. Risa punches for the line. That's
Ooh, P3. That's a great lap from Reese on the mediums. Gets herself ahead of Clausen and starts on the soft. And I believe that is qualifying finished. No one else is on the lap.
And interestingly, in the personal battle, I saw this in the chats the other day, in the personal battle between Sweden and Denmark, Sweden has come out on top at this qualifying session.
Yes, they have.
Raggy being all of the Danes.
So I believe it's Raggy and Andre against Risa and Kmart.
No, just Raggy.
Oh, just Raggy, yeah.
Against Risa, Clausen and Kmart, so he's got a lot to do.
Yeah, he'll be starting on soft tyres. Yeah, I believe from what we're going off then, it should be a dry race because time's quite quick.
Yeah, we should see some dry action.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have predicted Tiger Roll on pole, but I guess you come to expect that from a two-time Grand National winner.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, so he ends up with a 15.4. But like I said, a lot of these guys on the soft tyre, we've only got Risa, Andre and Kmart kind of mediums inside the top 10. So of course VSCs and safety cars can play a massive role in your strategy around here. So actually the guys that are going to be starting softs are going to be hoping that our safety car does come in, so it will really help their race. And yeah, that is the first qualifying session in Tier 4 finished. And yeah, Tiger Roll leads away from Raji and Risa in third. Yep, so there you have it. So we've got Tiger Roll in P1, Raji P2, Risa P3, Clausen P4, Andre P5, P6 is Kmart, P7 Hilly, P8 JJ Byrne, 9th J, 10th John Turquoise, 11 Cheddar Max, 12th Chaos, 13th Spud, and rounding off P14 is Tebow, who did set time.
Yeah, unfortunate for Tebow, but just how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, you might expect him to see him making his way up the field during the race, but we shall see. And here we are. Now I did tell these guys earlier as a tip, do not press the button. Have they listened? We shall find out very shortly.
We shall find out.
They will be good boys so far.
I know it's not going to be Spud because he's going to have Matty shouting at him.
Ringing in his ear telling him not to press the button.
Don't press the button.
I've all been good so far.
Oh,
there he is, it's Andrew. That'll be a penalty point signed, sealed and delivered to your house, sir. He will learn that though. Obviously, these guys are completely new to the rules and regulations here, so might take a bit of time bedding down, but
maybe a bit of leniency.
Fairly leniency, but we'll get there with these guys. Yep, so let's have a dry race here in Spain. It's about to lead here on their formation lap.
Very interesting formation. Slow getaway for Raggy in the Williams. He's fallen all the way back to P6 of the formation lap.
Yeah, so these guys, as anyone outside the top 10, so of course if you start in the top 10 you have to tie that it's like your fastest qualifying time and you will have to start on. So in outside the top 10 we've got Max, Chaos and Spud starting on the mediums and Tebow on the hard tyre.
And I think that's the wrong strategy call from Tebow there.
Of course he'd be wanting to try and keep with these guys. See if we will have the pace to do it.
Hards obviously can go long, but it's a case of how good is your time management.
Can we have a prediction from you, Blaze? What do you reckon tonight?
I never predict these races. I don't like jinxing drivers.
I'm going to go out on a limb I'm gonna say Risa, but just for the fact that where he is qualified on and his tyre, and on the medium tyres, I'm gonna go for Risa. Of course, we've got a lot of fans for the NER team here in the chat tonight. We'll be cheering them on. We've got Mitch supporting Spud. I think we all support Spud here, and I know we don't want to sound
Not
biased, but we all love Spud, and of course debut race. So fingers crossed he gets a good result today, as they all line up on the grid now. No. What's happened? No, Spud's left the session. Oh no, Andre's left. Oh, I don't know what's happened there. We've got 5 lights to go, and it's... Oh, I think there's been a glitch. There's been a glitch, unfortunately. Quite a few got... Oh, it's not gone well. Andre and Spud have gone, but I don't know if the race started. Has started.
The race has started behind them.
So Tiger Roll leads into turn 1 as you were at the minute. Someone's gone round. No, and it's Kelly Racing's gone round. He's made contact with the midfield there. As they all lead off now, and I don't know if Andre or Spud are in control of the cars. They're not yet. They're still ghosted. As we lead off, Tiger Roll leads the way then. As we've got guys just squabbling for position at the minute.
Andre is back in the car.
Andre is back in. Spud is not back in yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Hopefully he can get back in and try and get this race started for him. So if we're looking at obviously the position changes due to that glitch, Andre and Spud have made 4 and 11 places respectively. The biggest winner though that did start was Chaos, made up 3 places already into P9. So still got Tiger Roll leading away from Raji and Risa. Is Spud back in the car yet? No, he's not back in the car. So Andre's back in, Spud's still not in there. It's guys who are all catching up to these leaders now.
Yeah, and Andre has obviously gained a massive advantage.
He has. He's gained a 3-second lead, nearly a 3-second lead out of it. He's on a medium tyre as well, which... of course it was... I mean, he'll take it. As we've got, yeah, so Spud's not in the car, so unfortunately. So yeah, so we've still got Tiger rolling in the way here. And I can't, unfortunately, because Codemasters are so bad, I can't see the intervals between the guys.
Codemasters have made a great game.
Codemasters have made a phenomenal game, and I can't see the gaps, or I can see the gaps now. So Andre leads here, it's about 2.9 seconds. So Raji and Tiger Roll leading the way, pulled out a gap to NER Risa. So, but the laps, I believe the soft tyres will go off around lap 5 or 6. So you might see that gap come back down for Risa.
We're going to see a massive gap start to open between Tiger Roll and Andre in the next couple of minutes here. As the softs go off and the mediums come to life.
Yeah, so for the likes of Tiger Roll and Raji, they'll be looking to pit around lap 5. Probably gone to the medium time. May have to make a 2-stop out of this. So you just see as we've got K-Mark who's just made a move on Clausen.
Spud is in the car.
Oh, Spud's back. Oh, brilliant! Yes, that's brilliant. Yeah, currently P8 now. Let's see what he can do is, yeah. I mean, he had the glitch at the start, but he's making full use of it. Is Andre? He's just putting the fastest lap down the medium tyres. Still around the same gap, around 2.8, but we'll expect to see that start to open up now for Andre. As we've got John Turquoise, so all over the back of Chaos here. If Chaos can try and hold position against John here. Ooh. As Chaos runs wide at turn 4, can John make it run outside turn 5? No. I think it's better of it. That's good defending there from Chaos.
And Chaos is now doing Scott a huge favour.
He is,
He's holding off John. And John obviously on that softer rubber. You'll be itching to get past the Mercedes man.
Yeah, so I mean, we're only 4 laps into this race and the field's quite spread out already. I mean, the closest battle is between, we've got a little train going on, it's the Chaos train.
It's not often you see this in F1 anymore these days.
No.
Ferrari leads the Mercedes.
It is. Chaos just outside of DRS range of Spud as well. You want to get into that 1 second gap into Spud, or else it's going to be a sitting duck with all these guys sitting behind him. Of course, as well, with these guys being, you know, new, or the yellow sector 1, oh, it's John.
It's John, he's gone round.
John's gone round. He's got any damage? No, he hasn't got any damage. As Hilly Racing gets round him. So, for John there, he's going to have to pit this lap. Maybe go on to medium tyres. But as we were saying, because these guys, a few might be new to the game, they have to learn about the ERS management in this game and knowing when and when not to use the overtake button. You have to be very tactical when you use it. And as we see here, if we compare Chaos, who's on 40% ERS, compared to Max, he's saved a bit more than him, just on 60% now. He'll be wanting to get a move done here on Chaos.
And he should get a move done after that exit. Chaos losing DRS to Spud. Overtake is enabled.
Yep. But you look at Chaos though, Chaos looks like he's got some great straight line speed here. And he's got no DRS either.
Max is going to try and go around the outside.
Oh.
Got a switchback going on, here comes Max. There goes the Red Bull. Down the inside at turn 2.
Yeah, he just broke that a little bit earlier. Made Chaos break a little later than he needed to, and managed to get the job done there. So that's Max up to P9 now. So next target for him is Spud. He's only 8 steps off. As I'm going to go over to Tiger Roll and Raji. Will they pit this lap? If I was them, I would.
The tyres on both cars, you can see the little line starting to appear down the middle on Tiger Roll's front left.
Oh, good one as well. Chaos lost out to Tebow as well.
Tiger Roll is coming in. Raggy doesn't follow him, Raggy stays out.
He's going to stay out one more lap. His pit window is open as well for the 2-stop strategy, so expect to see Raji in this lap. Just to note as well, like Chaos lost another position to Tebow. Tebow's on the hard tyre as well, so Tebow will take that.
Tiger Roll, another J into the pits as well now.
Yeah, we've got quite a few pitting now. Yes, Tiger Roll's come out. He's come out on the medium tyre, so expect a 2-stop strategy from Tiger Roll. Interested to see if Raji can get a really good lap here and try and get ahead of Tiger Roll here. So a lot of the guys that stopped for softs gone on mediums. The only one that hasn't is Jay. He's gone onto the hard tyre. He thinks he can make it to the end of the race, which
Try to pull off a performance like you did on Tuesday night.
I think one thing that will help him, he needs a VSC or a safety car. It'll help him massively with his tyre saving, but we've still got 26 laps here at Spain, so we'll see what happens with Jay. We've got yellow in sector 2, so McLaren off.
And that's Jay.
It is
Byrne,
Jay.
I believe.
Yeah, he's lost it at turn 8. It's not what he wanted. He's only just pitted as well.
So here's Raggy coming into the box. Where is Tiger Roll? He's on the start finish, across the start finish line, and Tiger Roll has jumped in massively.
Yeah, it was a very good lap. I think the one thing that helped Tiger Roll was clean air. He didn't have the guys in front of him of Chaos, Spud and Tebow hampering his outlap then, so Tiger Roll's ahead of Raji, only by 2 seconds though. I think we're going to get to the point now where the race is going to start dying out a little bit. We've still got quite a few gaps appearing. The only train we've got in a minute really is we've got Max, Tebow, Spud and Chaos all together, so we'll start on the medium tyres. So medium runs that started, expect them to pit maybe around lap 13, 14, obviously depending on the tyre wear.
Spud gets a little loose there coming up the hill.
Got a little loosey-goosey. He's still on the track though.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of loosey-goosey.
Ferrari driver on his debut. I mean, if he scores a point, I'll be so happy for him. And again, I don't want to sound biased here to everyone, but I think you'd agree, Blades, as well, that if he got a point today, that would be huge for his confidence.
All of our hard work would have paid off.
Yes, it would have. We shall see. We've got Tebow all over the back here of Max. Tebow's looking really strong here.
Max doing quite well as well. He gained a few positions from the start, so nice to see.
Yeah, I think he started P12 in the grid now. Now he's up to P4, but he has got quite a gap towards the NER guys of K-Mark and Risa. But also the NER guys have lost out massively to Andre, because Andre had that. Well, we can't say it was a glitch start. Andre's nearly.
Well, it was a glitch start.
It was a glitch start. It was. Ooh, Tebow goes loosey goosey, but yeah, he's nearly got a 9-second gap to those guys. Which, oh, there's a Ferrari off.
There's a Ferrari
no,
off.
It's Spud.
He's in the gravel, and that is wing damage on the left-hand side for the Ferrari, and that thing is like a snowplow now. We've got to get it back round to the pits and get the hard tyres strapped on and pray for a safety car.
Yeah. You were saying during qualifying that turn, let me just have a look what turn it is, because my memory is terrible. Yeah, so turn 11 and 12 where it goes off camber. It's such a tricky corner to nail on this game, especially if your car's a bit loosey-goosey. So yeah, Spud goes into pits. We'll expect him to go on to hard tyres. As we've got Tebow, closest battle on track in a minute, is all over the back of Max on those hard tyres. So Spud's come back out on the hard tyres.
He gets a penalty there. Oh, and he runs massively wide, almost into the gravel.
Yeah, it's all over the back of Tiger Roll here. A lot more comfortable on his mediums as a yellow in sector 1.
Oh,
no,
Spud again.
It's Spud again, no.
Has he hit the wall? Yeah, there's more wing damage on that
more wing
right-hand
damage.
side.
So unfortunate for Spud. But one thing he can't do here is beat himself up about it. It's not been his race. He'll just have to move on from this. But you never know. A safety car, never ever give up on this game. That's what I'll say as well. You never know what can happen yet. We've still got 22 laps to go here.
Tiger rolls off.
Ooh!
Tiger roll is off. After
What happened
what
there?
I imagine they're coming together with Raggy down at turn 1.
Ooh. Does he have wing damage?
Maybe just lost it. Tiger roll was in the wall. No wing damage though.
No, so he's still
Carry on.
on his way. Yeah, we did see
He
that.
only lost 1 position and all that. Tebo's right on the back of Max.
He is right on the gearbox of Max here. If he wants to make the strategy work, he needs to get past Max here, because Max's tyres are starting to fall off. He just needs to,
Really close to turn 12.
he just needs to get a good exit out of this out
Oh,
of
and
the
that's
chicane. Oh, and
spun
Spud's
into the
retired.
pit wall, I think. Into the pit wall. That is a virtual safety car.
He is. It's a, ooh.
And Andre can't pit. Nobody elects to pit. I don't think.
Who is nearest? No, Chaos. Well, Chaos,
Yeah,
but yes,
Chaos,
yes, very smart Chaos there.
Chaos pitted.
It's going to save so much time, which is critical around Spain. You need to track position is so key, and anything for a VSC or a safety car, as long as you're on the right tyre at the right time, which Chaos has nailed beautifully. Who else coming to the pit? So Tiger Rolls come in. He's going to go onto the hard tyre, and Clausen as well. And there's still a VSC, so these guys are still going to gain a lot of time here. Yeah, so Chaos, Tiger Roll and Clausen will go to the hard tyres now.
Oh, and Tebo's gone. Tebow went on the restart.
Those hard tyres cool down.
And now it'll be Raggy on the back of Max.
Yeah, those hard tyres, when they get cold, they take so long to heat back up. They take a good lap and a half to really heat back up. And that's unfortunate for Tebow, but it's not the end of the world though. Still on those hard tyres. You just need to stretch them out.
Gap.
Yeah, you just need to stretch them out still. Yeah, we've got Raggy all over the back now.
On that Renault. There is, he's missing an end plate.
We'll see as Raggy is all over the back of Max here, opens up DRS. Yeah, and
he's two-stopping. Raggy gets past Max on fresher rubber.
Fresher rubber. Easy move, and that's... So now, Raggy needs to put the hammer down now. Now he's got some clear airs, 13 seconds back from the NER of Kmart. There's a yellow in sector 2. Ooh, someone's going slow.
With Jay off.
Yeah.
And he goes straight on down there.
Ooh.
I think he's been lapped. Yeah, I think he was lapped by Andre there.
Ah, okay.
He was, and he loses the position.
Ooh, he stopped on track. Don't know what's happened
Yeah, he
to
stopped
Joe
to let
here.
other people through. But in doing that, he lost the position to JJ Burton.
Yeah. Not sure what happened there with Jay. Oh, we've got yellow in sector 3. Oh, it's still, no, it's still Jay. We'll slow down. Not sure what's happened with Jay here. I can't see
He's still got his overtake on.
Yeah, I can't see any wing damage. Yeah,
He's
Jay's
coming in.
Yeah, he's gonna come in. Oh, we don't want to hit the pit.
He has got wing
Ooh.
damage. Left side.
Almost did. And I know he's in the chat. Dracer, he almost did a Dracer. That's what he did. I just seen Dracer, unfortunately for him on Tuesday. Had a meeting with the pit entry. But we still all love Dracer. Ooh, was a yellow in sector 2. That's a McLaren of
Jay.
yeah, Jay. I don't know if
That's
there's a moment
JJ
there.
Burton.
So Tebow, he lost out a few laps ago. He had a moment, he had to pit for hards. All over the back here of Tiger Roll's going to go around the outside of turn 1, makes it the inside, ooh, bangs wheels though. And now Hilly lost out to his teammate as well, Clausen, but Tebow now goes up to P8.
and someone, I think, K-Mark, into the pits then for his hard tyres.
Yeah, I think for Kmart, he couldn't pit during that VSC because he was nowhere near the pit entry, so it was a bit unfortunate for him. He will lose
the other
out.
end of the start finish straight.
Yeah, so hard tyres go off Kmart. We'll see where he'll end up. He might end up just behind his teammate. Yeah, it should be in clear air. So both the NER guys on the hard tyre now should make it comfortably to the end.
And it'll be interesting to see whether the NER
yellow in
guys,
sector
if they
3.
get close, that's the Williams, I think.
It's John. Williams was John.
Oh, he's out. Safety car.
Ooh!
And Andre, look at where Andre is.
It's worked out perfectly for Andre.
That has worked an absolute treat for the Ukrainian.
I think what happened there with John is he did what happened to Stumpy the other day. He might have just clipped the wall, at really slow speed, and I think that's what triggered safety car. So yeah, so Andre's in. Will anyone else come in? So you'd expect Max to come in as well, which has worked out really well for him. Raji, he might come in as well. He's done 6 laps on those mediums.
He probably should box.
He probably should box. So you expect Raji and Max to pit. It's worked out well for Reese and Kmart because that gap that Andre had on those two has now been completely decimated.
Raji comes in, as does Max.
Yep. So the NER guys should get ahead of those two, and they will. And yep, that's worked out really well for the NER guys, as they're going to be right behind Andre again. You'd expect Tebow maybe. Ooh, no, because Tebow won't have a hard set, will he? He started on the hards.
No, he started on the hards.
I think he's on fresh and mediums, not on 15 lap mediums.
No, definitely not.
No. He did only pit a few laps ago, so yeah, so he stays out. Yeah, all the rest of the guys have stayed out, so be as you were then. Yeah, so first safety car of the season for these the EU4 guys. It'd be critical for them on these hard tyres to. I mean, from what I experienced Tuesday, it's so hard to get them up to temperature.
And Andre will be weaving all over the place, wanting to get the temperature into the harder compound.
Yeah, like we say, the hard tyres around here take a good lap to properly get up to temperature. So when the safety car does come in, they just need to be a little bit careful, so they don't spin the wheels too much. Just wait for the rest of the guys in midfield, Chaos, Tiger Roll and Tebow to catch up to the safety car queue. And so yeah, so massive winners out of that must be the NER guys. Don't know about you, because it just from that gap that Andre had from that glitch start, NER guys would be looking to do a double team on Andre here and see they could put him under some sort of pressure during this restart, which safety car should come in this lap.
I mean, you talk about winners, I don't think you can say Andre's a real loser out of this.
No, definitely not. No,
safety car came out at the perfect time. So.
Yeah, it's worked out for him, but I think had it not been a safety car and Andre went on to win this race, you'd think it'd be a bit harsh on the guys that started at the front. But
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But it's all good. They're right behind him now, so we can see what the NER guys can do. We'll see what Raj can do as well, because he lost out. I know he didn't lose out. I was talking about Tiger Roll. Sorry, Tiger Roll lost out on Raj, and he's dropped down 2 positions as well. behind Max and Chaos. So we should be expecting the safety car to come in on this lap, hopefully.
It looks like it's going to stay out again. Unless
it might be staying out.
Late call, I think it's staying out.
Yeah, it's going to stay out for another lap. I don't know whether that's because J Jig, I don't need to see him on the track map, he's only coming through sector 3 now. Yeah. Whether that's the reason why the safety car hasn't been restarted, but yeah.
I'm not sure if Jay knows, but he can overtake the safety car. And he could have unlapped himself.
Where is Jay?
He's between Max and Chaos.
Jay should be given clearance to get past all these guys and go back round, but he's not doing that in a minute.
He should be able to unlap himself. But... Well, interesting. This is going to be very interesting on the restart.
There's Tebow and Hilly coming. They made a late call and gone to the mediums.
Yeah, and there wasn't really much to lose for both those guys. Hilly was P10 and Tebow I think P8 or P9, so not a bad decision. They're going to catch back up to the pack anyway, and now it's just on raw speed whether they can.
I think those mediums should definitely make it to the end. So the pace difference between the medium hard runners is going to be, going to see it here. See what Tebow and Hilly can do from the back. We've only got 12 runners left in the race here at Spain. Yep, so there we go, safety car is in this lap. So Andre will be leading away here.
I think he's got a coast out of that corner.
Let the safety car go, and then it's all down to him. So when he wants to try and bolt off and get away from the rest of the pack.
He stayed fairly tight to the safety car. Going to be on a limiter here.
Oh, Kmart gets a penalty for a collision with Raji. I wonder what happens there, but Andre's bolted off though.
That's awful restart.
Reese's got a brilliant run on in here. Andre covers the outside. Reese is going to have to go
the long way round.
Locks up Tad.
It's better if it though. Okay. Puts in behind the Ukrainian.
Yeah, had a great run on him, but Andre's car had really good top speed then to keep him at bay for now. I'm not sure what happened with Kmark. He got a 5-second penalty with collision with Raji on that safety car restart. So he's lost out massively here, as I don't think the guys, the top two, don't have any penalties yet, I believe. And speaking of that, Raji's just picked up 3 seconds for his troubles. Going through turn 8 there.
Risa and Andre are both clean.
We've got Clausen in the tiger roll. Ooh, bang wheels there. Clausen tiger roll. Tiger roll gets the better of him. Remember, Clausen's on fresh medium, so if you wanted to get past Clausen as quick as you can. Tebow's made up a place as well on JJ Byrne on those fresher mediums.
Here comes Clausen on the back of Tiger Roll, pulls out on the softer rubber, brakes late.
Ooh, bang wheels again. Tiger Roll holds position though. I was just saying that Risa picks up 3 seconds as Andre's he's got a gap out now to Risa outside of DRS, which should be activated on the next lap. So it's critical for Andre.
Out of absolutely nowhere there. Up the inside of Clausen into turn 4, sorry.
Good team though, all over the back of him, goes through turn 9. Ooh, can he get a good run on the minute?
Will he go for an ambitious move? I don't think he will.
He's too far back. There's Andre now, he's stretching the legs now, gap's 1.6. Sets the fastest lap as well. And if we look at ERS difference, I mean Andre's on 85 and Reese is only on 50. So Andre not using ERS and still managing to create a distant gap between himself and Risa.
And Clausen getting close to the back of Tiger Roll there, or P7. Tiger Roll all over the back of Chaos as well, so
yeah,
get tasted.
I think if you're the likes of Clausen and Tebow now, you need to get past these guys ASAP to make this work. You're on the fresher rubber, the quicker tyre round here, and sitting behind the guys of Tiger Roll and Chaos's Clausen picked up another 3 seconds. Ooh, Tebow gets a great run out though. Clausen here is going to make a move.
Trying to go around the outside.
Clausen breaks too late though. These guys braking all wrong, and he went to the back of Tiger Roll and he's got wing damage. Such a shame. Yeah, I think what happened there with Clausen, I think because he had his eye on Tebow, I don't think he was looking forward and he broke way too late and went right to the back of Tiger Roll. Tiger Roll's not lost out though. Hit the back end of the racing point as he's all over the back of Millsies now. DRS is open. It's a bit too far back there.
Yeah, and that is a stone wall penalty, way too out there.
Yeah, he got very wide on
Mr. Roll.
I mean, you can ride the curb into turn 1, but you do need to be careful where you're placing your car in this game. Or is he going to make a move around turn 4 on Chaos? Chaos breaks later though, tries to defend the position. All Tiger Roll just gets past and gets a move done. It was aggressive but fair. Tiger Roll makes himself to P6 now.
Yeah, but he's still got Chaos there. He's going to hang with him. DRS enabled now down this short little straight on the run towards the hairpin.
Yeah, we get to the point now where 11 laps from the end, these guys are going to want to know their drivers that they're racing around at the minute, what penalties they're on. Like we said at the start in qualifying, the penalties are absolutely huge in this game, and if you can stay as clean as you can, you're always in for a really good result. As we've got the NER guys of K-Mark and Risa still pushing each other along. Gap's come down a bit now to Andre. He's coming nearly under a second. They just need to push that a little bit more. Try and get to the DRS of Andre. Because Andre has not used his battery at all. He's still 97%. So he's in a position where he can use that battery whenever he pleases, just to get out of DRS to these guys.
And he's keeping himself steady out of DRS now.
Yeah, he's not using it down here.
Yeah, neither was Risa and neither was K-Mark either, so...
If you're Andre now and you have a potential, a bad sector here where you might get out of shape in the chicane, you'd think that he'd be using it on the second DRS straight just to stretch that gap just a little bit more, but he isn't, no. See if he uses it through the final corner here. No, he doesn't. Oh, he is now. He's just turned it on now. Yeah, so the only thing is it's not helping him because the guys behind him are still closing down on him. I think for Andre, he presses the overtake button a little bit too late.
Very possibly. You should be using to accelerate out of the chicane rather than.
Yeah, so the overtake button's really effective through the lower gears in this game. Because by the time you get to 7th or 8th gear, you have so much engine power, especially if you run it in rich. So, but if you're the NER guys, you're not going to complain because you just need to try and keep in that DRS zone and try and stick with them. As we have Raji as well, he's still keeping the NER guys honest, and then from then on it's a gap to Max of 5.4 seconds.
Max is clean of penalties and Raji certainly is not.
No, I've seen we haven't kept the penalty situation here. Of course, you can in a Twitch chat put in certain commands to find out which certain driver has penalties. One person looks good as well at the minute. It's Tebow. He's on fresh mediums. He's got no penalties. And he's all over the back of Tiger Roll here. Puts in overtake. He's got no ERS though, but he's got a great slipstream on him. And he should make the move nice and easy there on Tiger Roll. Puts himself up to P6. And the next gap is Chazza Max, which is 4 seconds.
If Kmart keeps getting closer to Reese, will Reese just do the smart thing and let him go? Or will he fight the position?
So, penalty situations, what we're looking at for the NER guys?
I believe Kmart has 3 seconds.
I believe Reese has 3 seconds as well. I think
Reese
he had...
has 3 seconds,
Yeah.
and Kmart has 3 seconds and the 5 second time penalty, probably.
Yeah.
I don't want to say if probably get removed.
Yeah. I mean, the gap to leader's gone out now to 2 seconds, so it might be a chance now where you say, look, Kmart, let's get you in front. But the only thing for Kmart in NEI is they can't really let each other pass in a minute because they've got Raji all over the back of them at the minute. Let's see if Raji is going to make a move down now. I think it's better with it. Yeah, that's the only issue between those two guys. They can't really let each other through because they've got, you know, when you've got Raji all over the back, you can't really do a lot. So we've got 7 laps left in Catalonia, and racers. Ooh, hang on a minute. Andre's left the session again. He's on to ghost mode. Oh, that is huge. I don't know if Andre's having connection issues again like he did at the start. Which in turn is going to allow NER, Risa, Kmark and Raji to get potentially past Andre if he can get back. Yeah, so Risa's going to take the lead here. And I don't know whether that's you know, a Codemasters issue, but you know, it's not good when you see guys disconnecting from the races. It's not something that you don't want to see. As Raji went for the dummy on Kmart and went wide at turn 1 there, had to take the outside road there. Went over the sausage curbs. It's not only wing damage, but that was a really late lunge end from Raji. Tried to fall Kmart with a dummy. Kmart weren't having any of it. And Kmart stays ahead of Raji for now, as Reese has made a gap now to his teammate. Oh no, he must have made a mistake through turn 8. There's gap's gone down to 4/10. Is Andre back in the car? No, he's not. So Andre's having connection issues, which is really unfortunate, something you don't really want to see. But there's not a lot you can do about that. Oh, we got yellow in sector 2. That's J-Jig. He's had another. He's had another off. He had an off earlier there, which in turn gave a position down to Chaos. Now he's gone up to P9.
And Jay Hartnell was off as well.
Yeah,
he's about to get lapped by Clausen.
Yeah,
Go
so
straight on.
Jay's letting him through there.
Force and go.
Is Andre back in the car? No, he's still in ghost mode.
He's having the same issue as Robert had on Monday.
No. It's just a shame to see. Oh, he's joined back now. He's joined back. He's back in the car. He's not in the back of the car yet. Hopefully he gets back in the car ASAP. For him. But I think the win for Andre is gone as he loses another position to Tebow. So now coming up to 5 laps left in this race. It still looks playful for the top 3 though. We've got Risa in the lead, followed by K-Mark and then Raj. A lot of these guys got penalties though, so
Andre finally jumping back in the car.
So Andre back down to P7. See what he can do from now with 4 laps to go. See if he can try and make up a few positions.
Well, that's a great shame for him.
It is. I mean, yeah. Like we said, you don't want to see disconnections in this game. It's like, you know, you've worked all the way up to where you were in the race, and he was leading quite comfortably, and then for that to happen, it's such a shame. It's you know, hopefully it's something that Codemasters can fix soon. But you know, they want to be critical of Codemasters, but we're still having current glitches in this game. They're not being fixed, and they need addressing really quickly. And hopefully they can get some of these glitches out of this game, because it is getting quite tedious. And the game's only been out for nearly a month. But that's my rant over about Codemasters. Let's get back to the action at the front, as Raji is all over the back of K-Mark. But K-Mark has got his teammate in front of him. He'll still have the RS. Let's see
if I'm the NER boss, I'm letting Raji go here.
In terms of penalties.
K-Mark has 15 seconds of penalties. Yeah. Why would you fight?
No. I was saying that Risa really slowed down towards turn 1 then. K-Mark almost only ran to the back of him there.
I think it was just the overspeed.
Yeah, I think the overspeed, and then they need to be careful here. Like you said, if you're going to be smart about it, just let him go. You've only got, you know, you've got 3 laps left of this race. Let him go and just concentrate on your own pace.
Cruise to a victory.
And take your first victory in contest speed.
Take your 1-2.
Another mention as well is Max. He's having a really good race. Currently in P4. He has got Tebow hunting him down now in those mediums.
And he is looking at a podium.
Ooh, yellow in sector 3. That's also McLaren. Is it Jay? Yeah, it is Jay. He's lost out the last corner. Yeah.
And the other Jay off as well. He's letting people go.
Yeah. So he's letting all the guys through. Miss out a moment there. Yeah, I was saying about Max. He's had a really nice race so far.
This is going to be it. K-Mark wants this. He can't pull out to the side. He's boxed in. Here comes Raji. He took the lead for a moment. 2 for 1, and they're going to go 3 wide. And 3 into 1 does not go.
No, it doesn't. And
Raji spinning.
He's round.
And I don't want to pin the blame on anyone there. But...
Ooh! And he's off again. Oh, he's out.
Him out of the race.
Oh, Tiger Roll. Tiger Roll come storming around turn 3 then and hit the side of Raji. Raji went up to the gravel and hit the barrier, and he's out of set and out of the race.
The Tiger Roll has no damage.
Wow. I mean, we just caught that on stream as well, and wow.
I mean, obviously nothing that Tiger Roll could do there.
Oh, Andre to get past Tebow here. Preserve up to P4. Andre might still on for a podium here. And we've got the two Alfa Romeos, P1 and P2, and then we've got the two Red Bulls of Max and Andre in third and fourth.
He needs to gain, and he needs to gain quick.
Oh, Joe's out, yeah. Joe's retired in the pits. It's not been his day today. However, it's only race one of... Is it 21 or 22? 22 races this season? So
22, yeah.
22 races, but so for the guys that have retired, it's not the end of the world. Still got a long way to go this season. Yeah, I'm not sure if Max is going to let Andre go here. If I was Max, I would probably let him
You've
go.
got to fight it. You have to fight it.
Does Max want to
This
fight
is
for
Max's
this
chance to the podium. It's a matter of how much Max wants the podium.
I mean, in terms of penalties, I think Max does have 3 seconds, so he might lose
Max
that to
is
Andre
clean.
anyway. Or
As
is he
far as
clean?
I'm aware, Max is clean.
Ooh,
Max
okay.
is clean. And Andre is 1-3, so...
Well, there we go then.
He's gonna fight this.
I'm going to keep an eye on this battle between the two Red Bull drivers and see if Andre can get a good run out at the final corner. Puts into overtake, DRS is enabled. Yep, slipstream's coming in, and yep, that's Andre back up into P3. Gets the move done now. As we're on the final lap here in Spain of Tier 4. And can I also just say as well, even though he's a few laps down, Jay is on for a point.
I think he might be on for a point, yeah. He's 2 laps down. Which means he needs to hurry up and get past Raggy. I'm not sure if he will. Will this be it? Yeah, he does. He'll get a point.
Yeah, he will get a point. This is what I said, never ever give up, because you never know what can happen in a race here at Contest Speed. As we're coming up to the final few corners now, it's Risa and K-Mark. What a brilliant start to the season it is for these guys. Coming around to the chicane now, just needs to negotiate. There we go, onto the final corners. Risa and K-Mark come round, and Risa's going to take the win here in Spain, followed by K-Mark. Where will Andre come? Will he finish ahead of K-Mark? No, he doesn't. Finishes P3 as Max jumps K-Mark and Andre into P2. What a result for Max.
Yeah, P2.
Tivo nicks
Great
fourth.
result in
Tivo
the
nicks
end.
a result. Nicks a position as well off Andre. Goes up into P4. It's a good result for the reserve Tier 4 driver. Followed on by Tiger Roll Hilly. As we've got Chaos, aka Mills, is coming round to the final sector now. Pick up his points here in Tier 4.
And that's interesting because Andre never actually had a penalty. And he dropped positions,
Yeah.
so...
Not sure what happened with Andre there. So Chaos comes home in 8th. Clausen closely behind in 9th, and yeah, Jay will pick up 10th position. If you're in the chat and you want to give your driver of the day votes in, driver of the day apparently according to Codemasters is Tebow, which in fairness he had a very good race. If you're in the chat and you want to give your driver of the day, let us know. And there we have it. So podium for both the Alpha Boys, and Max, who had a brilliant race today for Red Bull, finishing in 2nd. We were saying about Max in qualifying about being one of the drivers to be up there for the championship, and I'll tell you what, it's not a bad start for him. So there we have it. So P1 Risa, followed by 2nd is Max, 3rd K-Mark, Thibaut in 4th, Andre 5th, 6th Tiger Roll, 7th Hilly, 8th Chaos, 9th is Clausen, and rounding off top 10 is Jay. And then followed on by Raji, J-Jig, Turquoise and Spud, who both DNF'd unfortunately. So yeah, that is tier 4. First race of the season for these guys has finished. The race itself, it was up and down really, wasn't it? It was.
Yeah, it had its peaks and troughs.
Yeah, like it did all week for every other race. It had its drips and drabs, but we still had quite a bit of action, which is something that you'd love to see here. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite.
No, you're not. I'm going to invite.
You're going to invite the podium guys.
Mark, Risa, and Max.
Max, yes. So whilst that's being done, that is contest of speed done for this week, guys. But make sure to tune in back in next Monday night at 10 PM GMT as we're back for tier 3, and the next round is China. I don't know if you've practiced yet, Blaze, but I haven't.
No.
No.
Not yet.
Yeah. So yeah, so next week for these guys, it's it's over to Shanghai, as we're just waiting for the guys to come into the party.
And can you all make sure you got your party orders shared for us, please?
So F1, I think the podium's here. So first off, we're going to go to K-Mark. K-Mark, first race here at Contest of Speed, podium. How did your race go? Congratulations.
Personally, I think it went real well. Got a 5-second penalty for contact, but I think I'm gonna appeal it. But otherwise, I'm really happy with the race. No mistakes.
Yeah, we were going to say during that safety car that you had a collision. Was that from behind you?
Yeah, Reggie hit me in the back during the restart, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna appeal it.
Yeah. But other than that, we were talking about you and your teammate Risa about how you were going to be favourites for constructors and maybe for one of you to get the drivers' championship. Obviously, you guys haven't all raced together. So what was it like racing with the other guys for tonight? And what did you think of the other guys' pace?
Yeah, I think only raced Reggie really. He had great pace. Unfortunately, he gets hit and spins around, but had a great battle, amazing teammate holding me in with the second so he doesn't get past. Yeah, great battle with Raggy.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that was it was a really solid race from you two guys. So so congratulations, K-Mark.
Thank you very much.
Next, P2, Max.
Hello, mate.
Hi, mate. We were talking about you as well during qualifying. We were saying how much experience you have in contest speed already, and obviously a lot of that paid off today. How did you think your race went today?
Yeah, it went well. I stayed out of trouble, didn't get no penalties, just kept my head down. Just pinched them one by one.
Yeah, we were saying that penalties are massive on this game, and obviously you made full use of that. We're talking about drivers' championships, but like we said, like racing with new guys in a new tier. Going off from what you've seen last week and tonight, do you have any idea at the minute of where you think you want to be in this tier?
Yeah, I joined Contest of Speed and they put me in tier 2, and I was getting lapped, to be honest with you. That was way too fast that day. So then, yeah, they put me in tier 4, and this is what I enjoy, you know, getting podiums. Top 5 is my priority to finish in every race.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And of course, your teammate as well. I think you two guys might be challenging the Alfa Romeos. Obviously, we have Andre as well. I know he had a glitch start, but his pace looked really good as well. So I think,
I think he's a bit faster than me, but I just checked his penalties and he had 18 seconds of penalties, so I let him by on the last lap. No point fighting.
well, that's it. That's the experience. That's the COS experience kicking in, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but yeah, congratulations on your P2 Max anyway. Well done.
Thank you very much. Well done to P1 and P3.
Thank you, man.
And then we're here, our first race winner here at Tier 4 Contest of Speeds, Risa.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, like we were saying with your teammate, how did you think your race went today overall?
My qualifying wasn't that good that I hoped, but the race was really good. A podium for the Alfa Romeos, I'm really happy to see that. So it was a really good race, I think so.
Yeah, but like we were saying as well with your teammate, especially towards the last few laps when you had Raji, we knew we had penalties, but you and K-Mark did really well to work together, didn't you, to try and hold him back?
Yes, I hit him once and he spun around. I don't actually know what happened. I think he was on my inside in turn 3 or something, and then he was spinning.
And also as well on the Twitch chat tonight, it's been absolutely full of Denmark love tonight for you two guys.
Nice to see.
We have obviously the likes of Tracer, fellow Tier 2 driver, and a lot of other guys supporting you guys. And then obviously the last question for you as well is kind of the same what I was talking to K-Mark about. Obviously constructors, you two guys look really really set to challenge for that. Are you two guys just going to let the first few races see how it goes, and then from then on see which one of you two guys are really going to push for a drivers' championship? Or is it too early to tell?
if we can end equal, it would be nice. if that is possible, it's what we are going for.
Oh, cool.
But the constructors is the big thing. That's the one we're going for, obviously.
Yeah. So, well, again, congratulations, Visa. Yeah, we'll see you next week in China.
Yes. Difficult track.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, guys, congrats on your podium tonight, and yeah, like I said, we'll see you next week.
Thank you very much.
And that's it for Tier 4 tonight. Blaze, thank you for tagging along with me. And
pleasure as always, man. Pleasure as always.
Yeah, and that's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and yeah, we'll catch you on the other side. Good night.